Whew. Hey people, how are you? Who I look crazy. I just walked up like 1,000 stairs in this heat and humidity in Samaná. I had to take off. I have on a bikini top right now because it's too hot for clothes. This is butt naked heat and humidity. Sweat is dripping all down me. Hold on, I need to hydrate. I just got off a bus from Santo Domingo from Santo Domingo to Samaná, which is where I am now. I had to walk up like 1,000 stairs to get to my Airbnb. I probably should have drank some stuff before. I didn't know it looked so crazy. Okay. So, I always have to show you guys my Airbnb, so I'm going to show you real quick. And I might walk down these stairs to show you how many stairs I walked up. But maybe I'll do that in another video because I just walked up twice. Anyhow, let me flip the camera around so you can see. Actually, let me go outside first. And I'm going to tell you about my bus ride here. And it's not quite what I expected, but I haven't seen much yet, so hold on. Well, this is my balcony. Got the dog sleeping. Okay, so it's up in the mountains in Samaná, okay? Lots of trees and stuff. Hold on. Let me see if I need to clean my screen. Hold on. Now, this is inside, but hold up. I just need to clean my screen real quick before I show you inside. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay. So that's my suitcase. I had to dig my stuff out. But you walk in, little living room area. Got the little kitchen area. I think the bed is up here. Let's go see. Yes, up here is the sleeping area. I think there's no air conditioning in here, but it's okay because I'm not a big air conditioning person anyway, and there's ceiling fans and stuff, but it is hot though. Oh no, here's another bedroom. Okay, no. So this is the main bedroom. Yeah, no air conditioning, but I'll survive because there's ceiling fans. Okay, just gotta sit my ass still. And the toilet in the bathroom. Okay, so here you got with the bathroom. Okay, so let me go back outside. My Airbnb host said we had to walk up 100 stairs, but it was like 1,000. That's gonna be my workout. I've been wanting to work out since I've been here. Walking up them stairs. Okay. So here we go. Okay, this is what it looks like. All right. The ocean is out there somewhere. Okay, so this is the property I'm on. And I walked up many flights of stairs to get up here with my suitcases. Hold on. And at first I was upset because I felt like the man who drove me over here, the taxi driver, he did not help me up. He didn't help me at all. He dropped my shit off at the bottom of the hill. And he was like, he told me in Spanish, so just walk up them stairs, go to the right, and walk up the stairs and go to the right. And at first I was like, damn, he's not gonna help me at all. But then when I started walking, I started understanding why he probably didn't want to be bothered, because the shit was strenuous and I had to take 2 trips. Hold on, I'm trying to find something. Okay, yeah, I had to take 2 trips. And so I'm gonna take my little smoke break and tell you guys about this trip here, and then I'm gonna go explore Samaná because I'm hungry and I haven't eaten today. And yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the bus ride, right? Hold on, I need to put. It's so much better when you have a camera person. Hold on a minute. Okay. Yes, I do have a little. I'm gonna do a video about cannabis in the DR, but shit. Where the hell is my thing? Oh, it's not in here. Hold on. I need to find my little, these are my backers that I travel here with. Tobacco. Tobacco is medicine too. Hold on a second. I'll put this shit away. Give me a moment. I don't got no camera people helping me. Hold on. Where did I put it? Shit. You don't know where I put... Oh, I know where I put it. Sorry. Hold on. Got a lot going on. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Okay. Whew. Shit. Hot. Okay. So what am I saying? Okay. So I took the bus here from Santo Domingo. My little blunt is... Now, cannabis is very illegal in Dominican Republic. I wasn't even going to talk much about it. But, yes, I have been to Colombia. I've been to Colombia many times. Colombia is one of my favorite countries, actually. So I hopped on the bus in Santo Domingo. The bus stop was really like not a bus stop. It's just like you just pull up. There's like nowhere to go inside. There's no ticket booth. There's no ticket booth, and like as soon as the taxi driver, the Uber, okay, dropped me off, and I got out the car, and I see buses right there. The man immediately stepped to me, asked me where I was going. I told him Las Arenas in Samaná. He said, get on that bus. Paid when you get on the bus. He took my suitcase from me, said, get on the bus. So there's no advanced ticket buying at all. There's 50 seats in the bus. Got there about 30 minutes early, got right on the bus. And, oh my God, one of the most beautiful black women, one of the most beautiful women, okay, I've ever seen in my life, okay, sat next to me on the bus. Gorgeous, dark skin, dark chocolate beauty, okay. She had braids like Janet Jackson in the 90s, like Poetic Justice, and jeans with the thighs ripped. She was beautiful. So I was like, damn. I looked up and I was just like, okay. So anyhow, the bus ride was chill, even though it was like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Now, the ride from Santo Domingo to Samaná was not the prettiest, okay? Seeing the landscape, there was a lot of, in Santo Domingo and on the ride here, there were a lot of baby and teenage trees, okay? So, like, when you see old trees that have big, thick trunks and are really tall, a lot of the trees are like little baby trees and teenager trees, which I always notice because I don't like trees like that, and I always wonder why the tree's so young. Because when you have big, old trees, you feel a history, And I saw, sometimes, I didn't know if I was looking at cows or horses, but whatever they were, they didn't look healthy or look skinny. So I couldn't tell which one it was. Some of the ride, well, actually, when we got right outside of Samaná, I know I was looking at cows, and they were like, emaciated looking cows, and they were eating out of grass that had some garbage in it, like what I saw in Senegal. Wasn't as bad as what I saw in Senegal, but it's second. I haven't seen it anywhere else. I never saw that in Cuba, or Colombia or anything like that, or Mexico. But in Cuba, I remember when I went to Santiago de Cuba, that's like a 2-hour drive from the airport, and you see the horses look healthy. I did see a little bit of red soil, like what I saw in Cuba. I've never seen that red copper soil. Not even copper. I don't even know what that shit is. That shit is just red, deep red soil. I saw some of that. And the ride was like, it felt like a tunnel that was going through mountains. Because it was like a lot of the ride, they were either little trees or there was like big rock formations. I see that a lot in New York and Pennsylvania, but it was like there were times where you didn't see anything but rocks on both sides, and like you're just driving through the middle of a mountain or something. And if I am correct, I don't know if it's Ischia or Ati. One of them means mountainous, so this is a mountainous island, unlike some other islands in the Caribbean which are flat. But on the ride here, I could really see the poverty. And of course, Dominican Republic is a very poor country, but Haiti is the poorest country in this hemisphere. Dominican Republic is, growing up, I always thought it was number 2. I don't know if that's still true. But what I do know about Dominican Republic is that they're supposedly have number 1 tourism in the Caribbean. But to me, the infrastructure or just what I'm seeing doesn't reflect that, because you do see extreme poverty. And I like to stay places and live amongst the people, but like there's levels to it, right? And Santo Domingo, even though I like it and I want to explore it more, Santo Domingo wasn't the prettiest city either, okay? Beautiful people. Every place has its pros and cons. Some of the prettiest places don't have the prettiest people. Not always, I'm just saying. But the men and the women, amazing. I felt safe the whole time. I've never felt unsafe in this country, okay, at all. So also when I was leaving Santo Domingo, I was just, looking at the construction, and I saw a lot of unfinished construction. Like if you watch my videos in Senegal, I talk about how I saw that in Senegal to a degree that I've never seen in my life. But in Senegal, they had big, huge buildings that was like people started building it and they just stopped and abandoned it, and you saw it everywhere. I saw a lot of that here, but it wasn't buildings. It was like houses. It's a lot of like, a lot of things are like half built or 20% built. I don't know what's going on. The houses all look like little shacks. You see that the whole ride. And I've spent a lot of time in Latin America in different places, and not every place looks like what I saw, So I'm just gonna say on the ride, it wasn't like, once I got close to Samaná, it started to get beautiful. But most of the ride, it was just like, you could see and feel the extreme poverty, because the land looked like it was depleted in some places. They looked like they were burning things or something. But then when it got close to Samaná, all of a sudden we were up in the mountains, and it was very lush green. And what I noticed is like the trees, most of the trees were like little trees, but then when there were areas of profound trees, it was like a mixture, tangled up of species of trees. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. And it looked so mangled up that it looked like it was something that you could not walk in or anything. I've never seen anything that looked quite like that. And I love looking at the flora and fauna of a place. Yeah, and like I said, I was saying this in my other video, like the way people are in Latin America, they'll just call you by your color or call you by what they just say things like it is. It's very straight up. Sometimes there's hidden racism in it, but sometimes there's not. They're just very literal. So when you're looking at things in another culture, you have to look through it from many lenses. You can look at it from an outsider looking in. You can also have to like kind of embody it a bit and try to understand. But I say that to say, like, growing up in Washington Heights, dudes used to call me Morena all the time. And that's not, or they'll call somebody negra. Like the woman that was next to me was negra. She was gorgeous. And it's funny because, so anyhow, I'm going to stop talking about the woman. But, like this morning when I was checking out of my Airbnb, the security guard, I was trying to figure out what address to put in Uber to get to the bus station. And when he was doing something, and when he wanted my attention, he said Morena. He said Morena. And when he said Morena, I knew he was talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how they are here. You know what I'm saying? He himself was brown. He was a little bit darker than me, So, anyhow, when I got here, okay, so I stayed Airbnbs, and the good thing about Airbnb is that my Airbnb host, is the one that sent the taxi to pick me up. And sometimes in some countries that you go to, like Santo Domingo had Uber. Santo Domingo had taxis at the airport, even though Uber was cheaper. But I'll put this out. But, and I love foreign countries that have Uber, because then you have to hassle people with prices and them trying to jip you and be confused about where they're going or whatever. But here there is no Uber, right? And so she had the taxi meet me at the bus. But when we got to the bus stop, I didn't know. I'm assuming that was my stop. It looked like most people were getting off the bus. but there were some people who were not getting off the bus. And so I'm like, is this my stop or not? Because they didn't make an announcement about anything, right? So I'm like, I don't want to get off here and this is not my stop, but I don't want to stay, you know, so I was confused. So I'm texting my host, and then something just told me, let me just get off. I get off, and the taxi driver, he was standing, like as soon as I came down the stairs, he was standing there, and I didn't even know he was a taxi driver. I just know I got off the bus, and there was a man there who was in my face, like, what's up, like, like what happened to you, or whatever he was saying. And so then I figured out he was my taxi driver, and that bus stop was complete chaos. Just like the one when I got on the bus was complete chaos, the one that they dropped me off was complete chaos. Like, there is no bus station. There is no place you go into, maybe use the bathroom, wait, buy a ticket. That doesn't exist, okay? I got off in the middle of, like, chaos. Like, it was dirt roads, cars and bikes flying past you, like, trying not to get hit by something. And then on the ride to my Airbnb, which my Airbnb, this is going to be, besides the 1,000 stairs I walked up to get here, which I might try to show you at the end of this video because now I've rested. But besides the 1,000 steps I walked up to get to where I'm at, there's a long, steep, rocky drive up to where I even started going up the stairs. So that means that at night I won't be walking around, okay? And that means that I probably will leave here once during the day and come back. And the second time I come back, if I, go out again, I'll be in a taxi because I wouldn't want to walk up that at night, but that shit is just, it's a workout. So between that and the heat and humidity, I'm like, let me get my workout on. See, I don't do saunas. We talk about this on my other page, The Body Scientist. I don't go to the gym and sit in saunas. I believe that when you're in a hot-ass place, when it's the hot-ass summer in New York or whatever, just be hot. Don't throw on an air conditioner like I told you. There's no air conditioning here. There's fans. So however hot it gets, I'm not going to put the air conditioning on. And I'm going to walk around up these hills and up these stairs in this heat and humidity, and I'm going to fucking sweat. And the sun will shine on me. And that is my sauna. I don't go sit in the gym in an artificial sauna. I don't see the point of that. It's an artificial environment. It's boring, okay? And who wants to do that? I don't. When you could just let nature do that for you. Instead of in the summertime, people will go to the gym and sit in the sauna, and then in the winter time, summertime, they're in the air conditioning. Like, just deal with the heat when it's hot, okay? Acclimate yourself, because as much as I'm sweating, and nobody else is outside, and they got on pants and long shirts because they're used to it. Like, I'm hot. It's like 90 degrees, okay? And it's hot and humid. It's hot to me. I could not have on, that's why I have this bikini top on. I had to take I was like, my whole shirt was drenched. They have on jeans and t-shirts, okay? And nobody looks like they're sweating. And that's like that every place I go that's hot. Other thing here, too, is that the air, it's a lot of dirt, dusty roads. And so for me, if I take a shower and I moisturize, I hate going outside and there's like dust and dirt blowing everywhere because I feel like it's going to stick all on my moisturized skin. But also, having your skin all covered up and having on tight jeans and stuff like that, to me makes me feel nasty in that kind of weather. So it's just like, I don't know. This definitely, I can say, Santo Domingo or here, to me, is not the place for sandals, okay? And I've learned that in my travels that in a lot of countries, people just wear sneakers, okay? People be walking around. It depends on where you are. If you're like in a modern city, Mexico City is the probably nicest city I've seen in Latin America. One of the nicest cities I've seen, period, okay? You can wear sandals there. It's like walking around in Chicago, okay? Clean streets, perfect, paved, okay? But when you're walking around on dirt roads and motorcycles and rocks, and to me, that's not for sandals. That's for sneakers, okay? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of air conditioning. I have to be extremely hot to be in the air conditioning. Like yesterday, I walked to this Haitian restaurant in Santo Domingo in the heat, and I was walking in the sun for most of the walk. That when I got to that Haitian restaurant, I was so hot. And that at that moment, I welcomed the air conditioning because I was just so overheated. But I could still be okay if I just drink something and sit down. Like right now, I brought this, this is watermelon juice and lemon that I brought from Santo Domingo. And this morning I woke up with a headache. I think I was dehydrated. Watermelon juice and coconut water are the best for hydration. So I got this to go, and I was holding on to it. But you see, they put it in styrofoam. Styrofoam is so bad. Okay, styrofoam is like the worst. Like people never use this in New York. When I go down south in the Midwest, they do. New York, California, nobody uses styrofoam. This shit is poison. But at least I have something to drink, because if I came up here without anything, I'm not drinking the tap water. But even if I had bottled water, when you're sweating like this and it's hot, you need more than water. You need something with carbohydrates and electrolytes. And so this is perfect. Because if I didn't have this, I don't know what I'd do. There's not easy access to something to drink. I'm going to have to do some work for this food and this stuff I'm going to get. You said short thing, just like Lagos, Nigeria. What's like Lagos, Nigeria? What? Are you talking about the unpaved roads? Or what are you referring to? Or no air conditioning, or what? It looks like maybe it's about to rain now. Oh, the heat, yeah. Yes. West Africa is extremely hot. The Caribbean can be extremely hot. South America can be, the American South, motherfucking New Orleans, goddamn, you know. Cartagena, Colombia is one of the hottest places I've been. That shit is hot, hot, and humid. When I go to Cartagena, I get dark. That's how I can tell what kind of sun I'm dealing with, is how dark it makes me. I'm gonna go sit outside. Oh, something's itching. One thing I will say, it feels good out here now. One thing I will say is that I haven't got bit by any bugs. I haven't seen any bugs or anything. I got bit by any. And usually I do, but I don't feel like there's a lot of bugs here. But I remember being in Haiti back in 2010 and there were a lot of bugs, so I don't. Okay, so let me flip the camera again. Very lush. Okay. Now, you know what? Let me walk down here and show you my walk up here, okay? So, I walked up many stairs. They're building up there. Driving here, there was a lot of building. So hopefully I won't lose service because I'm walking down these stairs. Okay, so these stairs keep going up. But I'm going to show you the amount that I walked. Okay, so this is my place. Okay. And it's interesting when I see cactuses. I thought cactus were desert plants, but I be seeing them. I think I'm going to lose the connection. I'm going to keep walking, but if it freezes and you guys lose the connection, please write that to me so I can see it and come back up. Okay, so see, well, maybe you can see from here. The stairs go down, and then they go down again. Hold on. They go down again. And then they go all the way down, and then they go to the right, and then they go down again, okay? I don't even know if you can see the depth of it. If I walk all the way down there, I think I'm going to lose service. Well, maybe I'll try. But you see, okay. So we are now. Yeah, I had to walk up all these stairs with my bags. My driver did not help me with one step. I was mad at him at first, but then I was like, okay, well, he was lazy. He didn't want to get a workout. Okay, so it's a lot of damn steps. When I walk back up, I'm not going to talk because you're going to hear me breathing hard. I'm going to just show you something nice to look at. Okay, you see? Okay, so I'm still going down the steps. And then, okay. There's more. Nobody will find me up here. Okay. So then it goes down here. Okay. And then I'm not going to keep walking down there, but I got dropped off right there. But we drove up a steep ass mountain just to get there. Okay. We drove up a steep ass mountain to get there. And I had to walk up this shit. a couple times with my bags. Okay, let me know if the connection comes back. Let me know if the connection comes back. Let me know if the connection comes back, guys. Can you hear me? Is the connection still lost? And the connection's restored? Okay. I don't know how much of it you saw. I'll make another video with my regular camera because I don't know how much you saw. I went down pretty far. Sorry. I can't talk. I need to breathe. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm fucking here, take a break. Whew. I don't know how much you guys saw, but when I got to the bottom, I walked all the way over there and all the way down. Whew. And then, where I got dropped off at, we had driven up a very steep mountain just to get there, okay? So if I walk, I'm gonna have to walk up the mountain, then up these stairs. Okay. Okay, keep going. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay, I need to catch my breath. Oh, my goodness. Just give me it. What was I gonna say? In Santo Domingo, they had Uber Eats. That's how I got this. They delivered me fresh juice right before I rushed to the bus. Here, I can't do that. So I'm going to have to work. If I want to eat, I'm going to have to leave and walk up all this and more to go get the food. Oh my God. And when I am in Spanish-speaking place, because I was traveling around Latin America before Google Translate. So when I'm in situations, and I don't really, even now that I have Google Translate, I don't use it that much. Like, I use it if it's a really complicated situation, but I don't really use it that much. But when I'm in situations where I'm forced to speak Spanish, it's like, it's also that works my brain. Remembering where you came from, because a lot of these places don't have addresses. So if I leave and I go somewhere and want to take a taxi back, I'm going to have to explain to them, because it's not like a simple address a lot of times. Humidity makes you question your fitness, yes. And I love humidity. I much prefer it I'm not a fan of the desert. I don't like dry heat. And I don't like the desert because I love all the greenery. Okay? I love the greenery. I love the mountains, because honestly, when I went to Haiti in 2010, I remember seeing old women walking up mountains with huge ass things in their head, like a suitcase, okay? They weren't holding on to anything. And I remember myself and other women on that trip felt like we need to work on our woman skills, because I can't do that. People were not weak. Walking up mountains will keep you in shape. My mom is from the Pittsburgh area, very hilly, Washington, PA. I lived in Pittsburgh for a year and I gained a whole bunch of thigh and booty because walking up hills, that's what really works your legs and your thighs and your glutes. When you walk on flat land, that's nothing. When you walk up hills, it's a whole nother ballgame. And I'm gonna do some videos about that, the food and activity, fitness, all that on my other page, The Body Scientist, tomorrow. After I can just drift off from here and get some food and see some things. I'm not one to ride around with my camera out, walk around. I definitely won't want to do it around here. This is not very city. It's very busy, okay? Very, very busy. But not like a modern city though. Just like, dirt roads, people on bikes, everything like that. And I don't like to walk around looking like a tourist. So if I ever get a chance while I'm walking around, maybe I'm in a car, maybe I'll film on a sneak tip. But mostly I talk about things and I show what I can. Because I'm not, there are YouTubers, travel bloggers who just walk around filming everything. Like I don't tend to do that. And the stray dogs in Latin America, I'm not a fan of them. I'll be like, go away. Even though that dog is chill. But I don't know, I'm just... Okay, so I've cooled down when I first started this video. I'm trying to think. I took a bunch of notes of things I wanted to say, but I'll probably just put them in the next video because I don't know if I said them all. But basically I felt safe the whole time I've been here. I would like to explore Dominican Republic more. I want to see what I see now. I don't like, and this is a lot of places, even in the U.S., you have areas of a city or a state where there's a lot of money and areas where it's extreme poverty, and you see really bad extreme poverty in the U.S. and shit that's run down, okay? East St. Louis, Gary, Indiana, parts of Baltimore, okay? There's a lot of areas like that, and I've seen towns in Pennsylvania like that. So you see that everywhere, but from what I've seen in Dominican Republic thus far, and I've only been to Santo Domingo and took the bus over here to Samaná, I'll say that the houses and stuff like that has like a lot of poverty look, but the people don't, okay? People here don't look run down. People here don't look dusty. People here don't look raggedy. Everybody here dresses nice. A lot of attractive men and a lot of attractive women. When I say dress nice, I mean like comfortable, like how I have on sneakers and jeans. I mean, I'm just saying, they don't look bad at all, okay? Attractive people, they're dressed and everything. So you don't look at them. So it doesn't look like, and I found that interesting because like that in Cuba, where there were people in Cuba who didn't have running water, you know what I'm saying? And it's extremely hot and humid. To me, when you're dealing with that level of heat and humidity, and not really having a shower, but everybody looking neat and primp, and so that's the same thing here. Well, I feel like I'm struggling with that. I'm so hot and I'm sweating and I feel like I'm looking like a hot mess. But again, I'm not acclimated to the heat the way they are. If you're from the north, you might like the heat, but we're not acclimated to it like they are. Where they just be walking around with all these clothes in it all day and not hot. But yeah, so I think I've said what I need to say. The bus coming here is 500 Dominican pesos. I don't know how much money that is. It's a few dollars. I don't know. I even though I keep looking up the conversions, I just keep forgetting and I keep looking it up again. My brain hasn't. I need to etch it in my brain. I've been here for enough days that I need to do that. So 500 Dominican pesos is a few dollars. Is how much the bus cost. 2.5 hour bus ride. There was a man. I guess there's some people who get on the bus who don't get seats who decide to stand up for all that time, which is crazy. I would not stand up in a 2 hour and 20-minute bus ride. But this man, he was doing that and he was leaning against my chair, and he kept almost elbowing me in the head and leaning. And I like my personal space, and I'm touchy. I don't like people randomly bumping into me and shit. So having this man kind of leaning on that shit was annoying. And as much as I wanted to be like, permiso, excuse me, move, okay? As much as I wanted to do that, I also have to remember I'm not in my country. And the way people are in other countries, sometimes to me that might be offensive, but to them that might be normal. So I had to bite my tongue, but I was super annoyed. Okay, so I'm gonna end this here. I got some cash before I come over here. Because even in Santo Domingo, people, like if you're ordering Uber Eats and Uber and stuff like that, you use cards. When I was in main areas in the colonial zone, they took cards. But I'm sure they take cards less here because this doesn't look touristy. Even though when I got right to where I'm staying, there was like a few areas that looked like a little bit luxury housing that was new. And it looks like they're doing a lot of construction, but clearly it's in a very poverty-stricken area. Now, it doesn't feel poverty-stricken as in the sense where I feel like people are going to harm me or anything or rob me, but of course, if somebody was walking around with a whole bunch of jewels, maybe that would be the case. But just how I am, I don't feel that way. But I'm just saying, you know. I didn't feel that way in Senegal either. And Senegal also had a lot of luxurious places or new places they built in the middle of areas where you could see it was people were struggling. But I never felt like in Senegal like anybody was going to harm me or anything like that because of it. But it's also kind of weird to me sometimes to be in a place like that because and then when you're American, people just automatically think that you're rich. You know, so anyhow, this Airbnb that I showed you was $47 a night. So if you're new to the video, if you go back and watch the beginning, you'll see that this Airbnb that I stayed at was $47 a night. Okay? So I'm going to go try to find some food before it gets dark because it's 5:28. So let me go do that and I have an update for you guys at some point. Thank you for listening. And if you've ever been to Samaná, Las Terrenas, please tell me what are there certain things that I should look out for, certain places I should go, certain things I should know. Let me know, and I'm going to share with you my experiences, okay? And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.